Broadcast is live, AJ.
Oh,
It
let's
is.
go.
It is
Rabah.
live. Can you
Rabah
believe
and
it,
Also,
folks?
Maxx.
South Rabah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's incredible. We are. I don't even know. I think this is the 11th. I've lost count. We've done so many of them, but it is April 7th. We're super excited. We're got another big week push until Pesa, and then a little bit of a lull to kind of refuel spiritually, mentally. It's going to be a really exciting times. But with that being said, we have a bunch to talk about today. We also have one of the incredible people behind the scenes that makes all the trains on time and cools everybody and soothes all the pain points that there might be, Danielle. So we'll get into that. But first, AJ, Max, you guys want to take it away and talk a little bit about what's upcoming?
Yeah, of course, of course. Honestly, been so busy right now with meetings back to back that we just got into this
30 seconds ago.
like this. So no plan here. We'll just start riffing. Yeah, I feel like everything is moving extraordinarily fast right now on the dev organization. Um, a lot of exciting updates coming throughout the whole platform, like mega updates. Anyone that doesn't know, there's a Jewish holiday called Passover. It's coming next week. So a lot of our dev organization is actually, a lot of the company is going to be off for that week. So there'll be a slower period. So we're not going to really be pushing anything to production before that. We don't want to break anything and have to get people on the holiday to fix it. So want to let people have a good time off. Um, that said, we have a mega update coming to the Pixel, which is very, very
Yep.
exciting.
Yep.
Very, very exciting developments over there in terms of just building out the Pixel to be even better than it is today, which is hard to believe that we can do. But the guy working on the Pixel right now, his name is Sasha. He's one of our best developers. He literally has a tattoo of a neural network on his arm. He's the guy that builds the neural networks from scratch. And so he told me the other day, he's like, AJ, I've been doing the best work of my life in the last 3 weeks. So that's sort of like type of caliber of
Actually,
work right
four of
now.
our developers have said that. Where
Yeah, last
we're
week,
really
yeah.
finding our engineering
These
team's
are-
finding
these are
its
heavy
groove.
hitters.
It's pretty crazy. Yeah, these are
Crazy.
three
That-
brain
that-
kind of people.
Yeah.
That's to me, that's like the best
Indicator.
The best indicator that what we're doing, is like the developers feel they're doing the best work of their life, but we're doing something right over here. And so the other thing, so that's one big part of the business app that's going to get improvements. The second one, which is related, it's also related to everything, but also to the Pixel as well, is we started using our own data lakes and data warehouses. I don't know if people are familiar with what those are, but it's pretty cool. We also divided the app into microservices, which basically means we could push an update to the Facebook part of the app, but not to another part of the app. And so this means more stability across the platform, but it also unlocks time series graphs, which is basically graphs on the creative dashboard, which will allow you to benchmark different creatives against each other, segment out, let's say UGC creatives versus, other type of creatives and see the pixel data on those creatives, see the regular Facebook data on those creatives. That's one. The other thing is graphs on the pixel page, as well as getting 1 day attribution, 7-day attribution, and 28-day attribution broken out,
Yep.
not
Yep.
lifetime attribution. So those are very exciting things. This will also unlock, not something you will see in the app, but it also will unlock for us a whole opportunity of running AI on the ad set and ad level for all the channels, which is going to unlock a lot of really cool projects that I've been wanting
What
to do
about also?
for like a year and a half already.
Don't forget about the ad segmentation.
Oh,
I was just going to say that. You buried the lead.
Europe.
Danielle, what do you have to say about ad
Finally, Europe
segmentation?
opens up. Yeah.
This is like the one thing that has been most exciting for me is ad segmentation. I'm counting down the days until it's released.
People are knocking on the door before, eh?
Then I want to explain what people ask. What do people ask for? What's the problem that people have with it?
Well, we have a lot of users that have a shared ad account for multiple different domains of the same brand, and this would be huge. This is like unlocking a whole other door for a new type of user to come in and be able to use Triple Whale and succeed with Triple Whale.
Nice.
Yeah. I think this is our number one reason why Triple does not work for some clients is because of this. It's basically if you're a Shopify Plus store, you can open up regional stores.
Like in the EU.
EU,
right?
Canada, Europe, America.
You may have one ad account, right?
You may have one ad account, but all these different stores. So right now you'll be able to segment it and view that all, and then the pods view will combine that data. So have a way to view the combined data set,
about
but also a way to view
currencies?
the
What about currencies under pods?
currencies converted automatically
Two?
Yep.
to the whatever dollars right now, I'm assuming is the currency we're going to.
The base currency, yeah.
That's a good question. What would the base
Maybe they
currency?
don't want that.
Oh, you can flip the base currency to pot.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's
I'm
there.
pretty sure. Maybe I'm talking out of my ear, but I'm pretty sure it's there, yeah.
Yeah. App is getting big. App is getting big, and we are trying to figure out how to manage everything. So I'll say two things to our
Yes.
customers that are with us for a long time. First of all,
Thank you.
thank you. Thank you for being with us. You know, it's amazing when we like in the company we see all the good stuff and all the people that are succeeding with Triple Whale and Postum. But we also see all the complaints and all the problems and all the product that we have. There's a lot of not necessarily bugs, but places where the app wasn't fully built out just because we started with an MVP and all of a sudden it turned into something interesting. And we're sort of running after ourselves to catch up.
Yeah.
And so a couple of things. First of all, the company is sort of getting divided into sub-companies right now. So basically we're having different teams on different parts of the application and build them out almost as separate companies. The CS team, even the customer success team, Danielle's team is also getting split up into like subsets for these companies to become experts in their space. And so we're trying to scale up the whole company to really meet the demand that we're experiencing right now and to really better serve all of our clients. And so it's a challenge. There's no two ways about it. I will say, I think within 6 to 8 weeks, I think we'll be up over the hump of being able to scale out the organization in the proper manner. And so if you are experiencing things, you don't feel support quite got you fully, or the dev team didn't have time to get to your issue, you should just know that you're top of mind for us. You really are top of mind.
The cavalry is coming. Shout out Marcy and Jonathan Graber. We have Marcy, who is pretty much, I think I don't want this to come across the wrong way, but I think every like head of HR should be like a Jewish mother. Marcy is the most beautiful woman ever. Like she is just absolutely magnificent. And then we have an in-house recruiter, shout out Jonathan, that has really been just bringing up the talent in terms of to the doors. And it's just been such a fun ride to go from. We showed on the last, so every week we AJ and Maxx hold an all hands, obviously, and so we get on Zoom, and so Maxx actually pulled up or actually Danielle, I think you found it, but
It's your picture, Rabah, yeah.
Yeah, the first all hands meeting, there was like three little screens on there, and now we're like a 3 screen or like 3 boxes, and now we're like 3 screens, 3 pages of people. The explosion of growth and the non-loss in productivity is really a testament to the people being hired, where people are just getting plugged in and running and just crushing their responsibilities and KPIs. And then AJ and Maxx have really tightened up the executive team on OKRs, which has been awesome. Like, so we have, this might be a little TMI, but we have a leadership WhatsApp, and AJ will just, from like 9 p.m. to midnight, just riff where he was hitting us with Andy Grove quotes, Charlie Munger quotes. It's my favorite part of the night, where I was just like, oh, AJ's reading again. And it's just been such a dream to be part of so many cool people, but everybody's just on their own mission, like AJ's saying, in their kind of team. But everybody, there's kind of a weird sports analogy. Like if you think of a soccer team, like the job of the goalie isn't to keep the ball out of the net. Like most people might say that. The job of the goalie is to win, and everybody's job is to win, but we still have our little responsibilities, and it's just been really cool to see everybody really blossom in their roles. So shout out to you guys for being incredible leaders and bosses.
Speaking of like blossoming roles, right? Like Danielle, your background, right? So a year ago, you were my daughter's preschool teacher, right? I'm like, let's go. And then she came on to help with my brand at the time. I was working full time, Madison Braids. And then Triple starts to take off. I'm like, Danielle, let's go. And she came over there and just jumped in. What was that like for you?
It's been a really a fun ride. I did not think I was going to be here a year ago. A year ago, I did not think I was going to be where I was. I graduated from Ohio State with my degree in nutrition, looked for a job, ended up at a preschool. Thank God I had Max's amazing daughter in my class, and here we are. Could not be more thankful.
Great. And now
You didn't do the. Oh yeah, you didn't do the Ohio State. Is that not a thing? I thought that was a thing.
Of course it's a thing. I just don't buy into that. Great school though.
Okay. Here's a kind of fun fact. Tommy, our head of social, is also a nutrition major. So maybe there's something there.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, we can,
that one.
that's fantastic stuff. We also have some exciting things. We're sending an iPhone to space tomorrow, or I guess the stratosphere to be technically correct. So that should be pretty fun.
Can you unpack that?
Yeah, so
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So we have an exclusive Slack group if you're a Triple Whale called Narwhal Nation, and one of the users in there has his own DTC brand, but he also has something called Up and Up, and he's only doing 10 of them. So we got one of the really, really coveted spots. But ultimately, he'll send stuff to the stratosphere on a weather balloon. He'll film the whole thing and then get shots from outer space, essentially. So we're sending up an iPhone with Triple Whale on it, and we're kind of riffing on attribution that's out of this world. Check your metrics from anywhere. It's going to be really cool. I'm really excited about it. It's pretty
Are you
slick.
gonna have pictures?
Yeah, like proper like pictures. Like literally, you're going to see the curvature of the Earth, like the layers, and like yeah, it's a proper weather balloon. It's crazy. They do it from Australia. It's awesome. Yeah, so the launch date's tomorrow. I meet with the launch commander just to finalize everything tonight. It's gonna be really cool. I'm really excited about it.
That's very
Yeah,
cool.
launch
That's
commander.
very cool. I want to say, like, to everyone listening, like this. First of all, Triple Whale right now obviously isn't perfect. You know, we're working on a lot of fun stuff over here. I will say I don't think there's a team that exists on the planet that's working harder to solve your problems right now. Like, that is reality. I think one of the things we love about Daniela, which hopefully won't continue for forever because it's unsustainable, but like Daniela will be on at 6 a.m. I will log off at 12. She'll be on before I am on, right? And she'll like grab that chat, right, in the customer success. And the whole team is like that, right? The fact that a lot of the team feels they're doing the best work of their life, like Sasha told me some time back, right? Like he doesn't know what 5 a.m. or 5 p.m. is, right? Like he's literally like, time is morphing into this like mission driven, how do we help solve your problems? And so we're trying to have fun and send things to space and, you know, do fun. I think Rabah and the marketing team is such
They
an
bring fun.
amazing job at podcasts. Oh my gosh, like I don't listen to the podcast, Rabah, I'll be honest, I'm guilty of it. But I want to because I see, like I saw a tweet today.
Just stab me in the heart. You could at least lie or say I've heard a couple of them or parts of them. You just hit me right in the
I'm
face.
sorry, Rabah. There was a tweet today from a mom on Twitter saying, I do my laundry in the Triple Whale podcast. Like, I remember myself listening back in the day, I think Tier 11 had a podcast, Perpetual Traffic, or a couple of the other ones.
Yep.
I used to listen to them religiously and get ideas and bake them back in. Like, that was the main value. And so, like, literally, it's the main value of Triple Whale is in the podcast. Like, that content is so valuable for operators. And I'm excited to do more of that, you know, like how do we scale that up and bring you guys ideas from other brands that are doing cool stuff. And I think right now Ash and Cody are a fantastic example of that.
Tip of the spear they are, for sure. Really,
Yeah.
really blue flame
And
fingers.
also all the other podcasts that you guys do. Danielle, I wanted to ask you, how has your experience been? Like, what do you love about Triple Whale? What do you not like about Triple Whale?
Well, there's a lot more that I love than I don't love. It's
Good answer.
really,
Good answer.
It's really amazing getting to talk to all of our clients in good times and bad. You know, like being able to understand our clients' pain points, what they love about Triple Whale. It's given me a really amazing understanding of the app's functionality, of our clients, where they come from, what they like, what they don't like. So I feel like our CS team is a really unique insight into what's going on, and you know, we can share a lot of really awesome information with our dev team, with our marketing team. What I don't like is I wish I could do more to help everyone. You know, it's hard to make everyone happy. I try my best, and I always will try my best, and you know, work those long hours to make sure that you know our people are being taken care of. And I have a really amazing team around me. The rest of our CS team, our amazing manager Chaim, Jenna, Eli, Eva, Aaron, everyone. We love you. We love you guys. We love the clients, and we want you guys to succeed.
That's great. Danielle, I'm not putting you on the spot, but do you have any stories of clients that you like had a great conversation with, or bad conversation, or like things that were like memorable for you from the experience support?
Yeah. So, you know, we have one customer who's been on with us for a really long time. He's super amazing, super supportive. He always, you know, shares issues that he's seeing on Triple Whale, and he shares them so gently and kindly, and he's stuck with us. And he said the other day his a part of his TikTok on his Pixel wasn't working, and he said that he doesn't want to run any more ads because he doesn't want to do it without the, you know, like Triple Whale behind him, because he trusts us so much. And you know, it's like, it's really special seeing that like people, they like live and breathe Triple Whale. It's not just us, it's our clients too. So That was.
Yeah, I can piggyback off of that a little bit. So I have some deeper relationships with some triple L clients, and then they'll just send me just random screenies of like them crushing it. And it's really cool to see, like, especially in this time where it's really challenging to, hit pockets of performance. And so being able to enable people to, build better businesses right now is really cool. And also I want to brag on the CS team. A lot of them aren't marketers, to be fair. And when they started, you can kind of tell. But now, like, the level of sophistication, the questions that they drop into customer success, you would think it's like a CMO asking. I'm like, that's a really, really poignant, like, prescient question. Like, wow, it's really incredible. To Chaim's credit and to all of the people that are just really working hard to understand and internalize all this knowledge, like how skilled up they became in such a quick amount of time. It's really, really impressive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been a unique experience. I'm
What'd you
very
say?
It's been a very unique experience, and I'm just so lucky to have you guys, Max and AJ, Rabah. You guys are so willing to answer our questions. This is like the most amazing environment to be working in and spending so much time in.
Yeah, that's one thing. If anyone's listening and wants to get hired, we are looking for people, maybe not of Rabah's caliber, but like people that are very, very experienced marketers. They want to come and help on board to be enablers. And these enablers will help in multiple places. They'll help also on the marketing side, but also on the CS side. And also, there are brands, like we'll call them VIP brands, doing 20 million plus, that are looking for, like, Triple is going to be offering some of our, if you guys can hit this up also after this podcast, we're going to be offering some of our clients free access to data analysts that will help you with questions. Because obviously, as a brand that's doing well, you are going to have more questions than Triple Whale currently can answer, more than any platform can answer right now. We want to be able to dig through the data. And so because we have all the data, we're going to have these analysts look through the data and give you those answers. So if you are an amazing marketer and you get data and get marketing in a very deep and profound way, and you want to come join a fantastic opportunity to help our clients, please hit up Rabah or the Triple Whale account on Twitter for that.
100%. What else is
Slide
popping
into
up?
the DMs.
Danielle, I have a question just for our client, because I think you're pretty on the ball. What is like the top 4 things Triple Whale needs to add right now that you think top of mind?
Oh,
Ooh, hot seat.
it's good.
Okay, I mean, I don't know. I have some insight, but things that our customers ask for all the
Top
time.
4 features.
Top 4,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Top 3.
Zipify landing page support for the Pixel. I know
Cool.
that's being worked on. That as soon as possible, that would be awesome.
That's great.
Obviously, ad segmentation is one, and I cannot wait for that. This is hard. I should have been
Okay, you can come back later. It's fine.
You can try. It's good. It's good.
Yeah, there's a. Oh, I know. Being able to export data. People
Oh,
want-
yes. Okay.
Interesting, yeah.
That's good.
That's great.
That's common.
Yeah. People ask me that all the time. We have to figure out how to get the export data thing going.
Yeah.
Figure out where
That's
that's
a
going.
CS.
Oh, adding variable shipping costs. That's another
Okay.
Yeah.
good one.
Okay, Danielle, that's great. That's great.
Danielle's going to come into the
The
roadmap.
product team. Yeah,
Danielle, what
exactly.
do you
Roadmap
think-
meetings.
What do you think merchants, like, are you seeing anything that successful merchants are doing in terms of, like, are they spending more on TikTok? Like, if you were talking to like a young store, just looking, because you obviously help a lot of clients that are larger. Is there anything you're seeing at large stores, just from looking from like an up, just bird's eye view?
So, I mean, I guess a little bit of both, something that I've noticed, and then something that I experience being a consumer and being on social media. We see, at least I've seen a lot of people putting tons of money into TikTok ads now, more so than Facebook and Instagram. Just like TikTok is where the majority of, the younger population, Gen Z, huge consumers are. But as someone that's on the other side, I can tell a good ad on TikTok from a bad ad, and I buy from good ads on TikTok literally all the time. Duolingo is like a language. Rabah, have you seen their TikToks?
It's second to none right now. It's pretty good.
You put the time and effort into your marketing on TikTok, there is a huge payoff.
How many?
To be fair, we just sent our head of social and our TikTok strategist, who's here in orientation, in a whale costume, walking through Austin, asking people questions. So hopefully we can get some TikTok bumps there, because I'm with you, Daniela.
Danielle, one second, I have a question. Danielle, you don't have to answer this on publicly. Like, how much? If you had to gauge your time and your friends' time between, say, Facebook and Instagram and TikTok right now, where do you feel your time is like?
It's like not even comparable. It's TikTok, like
Wow.
by far. I mean,
Yeah,
I mean, I have a Facebook because I'm still like I'm borderlining millennial Gen Z, but you know, a lot of my friends, my younger brothers, their friends, they don't have a Facebook account first of all, and then Instagram they hardly use. It's TikTok.
These are like relics of the past.
Whew, guys, first of all, my wife also, like, she had to delete TikTok. I think she's going through the delete TikTok thing where she's trying to delete it. It keeps coming back on the phone somehow. But like, she also, and she's you know, not, you know, she's a little older than 20, right? And so she loves TikTok as well. And I think a lot of people assume it's just young people, but I think there's a ton of 30, 40, 50-year-olds that are
100%,
using
yeah.
TikTok.
I personally deleted that thing.
And Rabah,
I
the
can't
data
touch
that
it.
we have on TikTok right now is what? It's like
Yeah.
like a fifth, there's a tenth of Facebook.
It's a
spend?
tenth, not even in the ballpark of Facebook, and a tenth of Google. But
So what's that,
it's
20th or
triple digit
30th?
growth.
So
Whatever,
it's
420 divided by
Like,
10, yeah, it's
Facebook
not even
is
close.
Saturated, right? Say Facebook is saturated essentially, or somewhat saturated, right?
Exactly.
TikTok hasn't started.
It's a massive opportunity right now.
Right?
Here's an interesting question for you. Here's an interesting question for you, AJ, and get your big brain going on this. Do you think it's actually the network or the format? Because Facebook is going whole hog now into Reels, which is essentially TikToks, and they're seeing a ton of actual success with it. So they're giving people a ton of money, and they're pushing Reels like as hard as you go. They actually just opened up an API where you can actually push Reels straight from to the API. So do you think, because there's still a huge user base on Facebook.
I wouldn't
I know,
first of all, two things about Facebook. I know Facebook stock is down, and people are, you know,
or Meta, if we're being proper, but
Meta, right? Or Facebook, or Meta, whatever. I personally invested when the stock went down. I personally put some money into Meta. I fully believe that that company will be 3x what it is in size. Like, and solely for the inertia of the products that they have. Like, Facebook is so big and there's so much more to monetize in it. And WhatsApp hasn't started to get monetized. So anyone that's writing Meta off is
Messenger's massive.
I think it's a format.
Not to say that Facebook is done. Facebook is not. Facebook is a huge opportunity. Facebook, I would say there's no arbitrage opportunity left in Facebook, right? So you're not
Correct.
gonna, no
That's really
arbitrage.
well put.
Your business
Saturated.
your business has to be so solid on its fundamentals, and then you can crush it on Facebook. On TikTok, I still feel like there's an early vibe of D2C. Where Danielle, you're right. If I got a fantastic UGC produced video and like an influencer that didn't look like an ad, but like felt like native
It's
TikTok.
like what Facebook was like
Exactly.
8 years ago, man.
Exactly.
You know,
And, so
10 years
basically
ago.
that's what we're saying about TikTok. The question is, we'll
But Rob's
Facebook
question
one-
was a format. I think it's format, Rob.
I don't think
know
so.
you
I
asked
think
that.
the Reels is going to
The
take off.
less reading, the shorter the videos, the more effective.
I think you're. What
I
you're
don't
describing
think I
leads me
don't
to
think
it's
I
format.
don't think Meta will overtake or take part of TikTok's growth. I think they'll both grow
So you need a network.
a phenomenal amount. Yeah, I think TikTok already has it down. I think the fact that you come into the platform, the Reels not the first thing you see. Even that experience
Sure.
alone changes the whole experience.
Reels are kind of a little. I get what you're saying, but Reels are super prominently displayed now.
I know, but
not
they're
on
not-
des-
they're
not
not
only on
becoming-
desktop, but
That's
also
weird.
in Instagram. So Instagram, I've found myself. I still play around on Instagram, and like they promote Reels so much that you just kind of fall into it, and like you're like, oh, I'm not on TikTok, and it feels the same. So it was just interesting or thought experiment, because it really is when you see these creators. To be fair, I think the algorithm is way better on TikTok, but there's just
I think they'll
the
catch
user
up. I'm
base
not
is
worried about
massive.
Meta catching up over there. What else is top of mind for us right now?
We have a road show coming up, so we haven't put dates yet, but we do have the cities nailed down. So we'll be going to New York in June, Toronto in July, London in August, and then LA in October. And then me and the head of community will be at Geek Out in May in Miami. So that'll be pretty cool. And then we have the Whaleys coming up in September. We'll get everybody there. It's going to be so fun. I have to catch you up on all the stuff. And then we have a stealth event that still has not been yet to be announced, but it'll be really cool too.
Amazing. Rabah, I want to just give, I'm just going back to the TikTok discussion for a second. Like
Yeah.
people, if you're listening and you're running TikTok, get the Pixel. Like I'm not saying that selfishly, I really think
100%.
it's helping. Like the Pixel's good for Facebook because it matters on the ad set and ad level, and the details matter when you're running ads. Because if this ad,
Especially if you're at scale.
right?
If you're at scale, it really helps for Facebook. But TikTok, it's okay. If I'm gonna be fair, Facebook's okay. TikTok is essential. Like
Yeah,
it is
but yesterday-
absolutely essential.
Yesterday, Rob, in terms of scale, yesterday I met a store, yesterday I was dealing with a store that does over $300 million in non-triple whale, and I was dealing with a store that literally nitpicked Pixel results with 3 orders. I'm like, dude, I don't know if you got enough data for the Pixel, but like, okay. And we're working with him, and like, it was great because we get to see this broad, the market, like from small to large. It's great. But yeah, on the Pixel for TikTok, we're seeing anywhere from 20 to 3x. The 20% 3x%, right? Like 300% lift
Reporting.
on the reporting side, which informs their decision in terms of to buy more or not buy, which is just, yeah.
It's huge.
I mean, Ash spends upwards of $20K a day on there, and like he would never have been able to scale to those numbers. Cody the same way. Like it's to a point where the discrepancies are so broad that you're making life and death decisions. I'm being a little bit hyperbolic, but at the same time, like when you're spending at that scale, like you need to understand what's going on and what's winning and what's not. And so the TikTok attributions, it really is not great. And the Pixels, it is the magic bullet right now. It is and that's also the biggest scale channel for most people, where people are, they're still on Facebook, you're still on Google, but people are scaling up TikTok. Kind of going back to the question you asked Daniela, community, diversifying spend usually in TikTok, and having strong economic fundamentals are the 3 things that I've seen where people have actually been growing in this kind of bear market, if you will.
Yeah. Another thing I will say, just in general, triple and how we're perceived. I think this is important because I think it's important to understand when people are buying into triple whale what you guys are getting, right? And so some people will perceive us from the outside as an attribution solution or as like an analytics solution. And those 2 answers would fundamentally be wrong. Like triple whale, as we say on the website, we're trying to build the e-commerce website. And what we mean by that is really we're trying to build a set of tools that help you run your business in the best and most efficient way. So that means in the next 3 to 6 months, we will be launching an inventory manager, potentially also an influencer manager dashboard and a creative dashboard. We want to build all the tools that you need in order to run your business in one central place. And so we're
An
really
enhancement of our creative dashboard. We have a creative dashboard that's actually pretty good, AJ. But
no. An enhancement with TikTok in there and with time series, of course. Yeah. And also, Rabah, the creative team, when I'm thinking of creative, I'm not only thinking of a dashboard that reports on your current creatives, right? You have like the Dropbox stage where your creatives are hosted, right? You have creatives, producers on Instagram and other places that are tagged that we should be able to pull in. We should be able to pull in your creatives, have literally places where you host your creatives, and then hopefully Triple Whale can deploy them for you, right? And so that's
maybe
sort of
even give you a swipe file, right? Where we could we know a guy that has a really cool kind of swipe file company that does this right now, and so we can even bring that in too, where you can keep your inspiration and then the actual deliverables that you get from your people, where you're bringing in everything in house. Okay, I'm tracking. That's a fair point.
Yeah, so when we think of creative, we think of full company. There's a full company working on creative for us. There's a full company working on inventory for us. And for you, essentially, for the clients, for people buying into Triple Whale, that's what you're getting. You're getting a team that's going to be working on trying to optimize every part of your business. And to that said, if you guys are struggling with any problem, please let us know. So we can, think of how we can build solutions around that, even if you don't have the answer to it, right? Maybe it's a problem that you ran out of cash to pay for your inventory because you're scaling so fast. Like, these are problems that we're thinking of every angle that we can help out here.
Yeah, absolutely. And we have, again, shameless plug, a great Narwhal Nation Slack group that if you are a triple whaler, it's free to join. And there is just some absolute hitters in there where there's a lot of really great questions that are being answered by everybody. It's a really kind of exclusive but yet open and vibrant group. We're pushing up against 30 minutes. What else you guys want to talk about?
Danielle, what do you want to tell our customers from the customer success team?
We hear you. We genuinely care about you. We feel your pain. We feel your happiness, and just don't feel shy to reach out. We're here to help.
Go easy.
That was great. Danielle. That was
It's beautiful.
Go easy.
it is amazing. Like, it's interesting when you're dealing with people on a computer, right? And you're chatting in this little chat box. And triple whale is not a life or death situation, but it is an intense situation sometimes because your metrics are things you care about, your business is things you care about. These are very dear to your heart.
Yeah.
And if you feel there's an issue or a bug, people can get upset. And sometimes there's the nicest conversations in the intercom. There's also the craziest. And then when you start actually talking human to human and dissecting and getting into it, it's really, really great. And honestly, I feel like our biggest advocates today are people that had issues that we worked through and we built around, and they became our biggest supporters right now, right? And so we're excited to help solve all these problems with you guys and build things for you. That said, go love on Daniela. She's trying her best.
That was great.
You're doing a good job. Yeah.
Daniela, we need to bring you back on again. We broke our double digits for the first time, boys. This is viewership records here. Okay, AJ, you want to wrap it up? What else do you got?
Let's keep building. Let's keep building. Let's keep building.
Beautiful. Max,
Thank you for the support.
what else you got?
I'm looking forward to the Whaleys very much.
Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be so cool. Hey, do you guys remember the MTV Awards? We're gonna have a whale instead of the spaceman. It's gonna be so cool. It's gonna
Rabah,
be incredible. It's gonna be super awesome.
The state of next week, we still have the state of the whale.
It's gonna be tough.
Passover.
It's gonna be
I
tough.
want.
Oh, it's gonna be Paso.
I want to give over. Maybe we'll do Wednesday, Rabah, instead of Thursday, state of the whale next week. I would like to hit it.
We can sync. You want to hit it every? We can sync on it. We can move it to Wednesday. Worst case, yeah, no problem.
Because the
And
following
Jay,
week-
thank you for the congrats on the growth. Max and AJ are also getting more active on Twitter, so you can follow them on Twitter. And then I don't think Daniela has a Twitter, but she's fantastic, and you can talk to her anyway. Just go to the website. Just say, hey, I want to talk to the rock star that was on the State of the Whale. We also have a fabulous newsletter that goes out every Tuesday, Thursday called Whale Mail. And then if you aren't involved with Triple Whale, you can get involved at trytriplewhale.com. What'd I miss?
That's it. You're
That's
good,
it.
Rabah. That's
Amazing.
good.
Okay, perfect.
Thanks,
Thanks so
everybody.
much, Daniela, for your time. Thanks, guys. We'll talk soon. Bye, everybody.